For today's lesson, you are going to be learning about value and the different shading techniques, and then also the 5 basic forms. So in the slideshow from today, you'll notice that there is a slide about value. Remember, value are the lights and darks of a color. The highlights are the lightest area where the light is hitting. Midtones are where the light is receding from that area, and then shadows are going to be where the light is not reaching from the form, as well as the cast shadow behind. So you're going to need your sketchbook today. You're going to need your regular HB pencil and your ebony pencil, your eraser, and your sharpener. Make sure that your pencils are both sharpened. You're going to start with making 2 rectangles on the first page of your sketchbook. These are just going to explore the value ranges of each pencil. It's okay if it's not a super great rectangle, it's just more that you're trying out the materials. So first you're going to start with your regular HB number 2 pencil. Start by holding it so you can get as much material on the page as you can. Start with heavy pressure and lay off into a lighter pressure. And you want to try to make it nice and smooth, not really choppy. So we're trying out our value. So next we are going to try our ebony pencil. So this is going to be the equivalent of like a 6B pencil, a much softer, much darker type of mark. So this would be great for really dark shadows. Next, you're going to want to lay out 5 more boxes with some circles next to them. So one is going to be labeled as blending, the next hatching, one cross hatching, stipple, then scumble. And in the video coming up, I'll be showing you how to do each of these. So the very first box, you are going to try blending. So it's very similar to what we did with the HB and the ebony value scales. So this is meant to be very smooth. The next one is going to be hatching. So hatching are parallel lines. The first lines are really, really close. They're thicker lines. And as I move to the right, I make them a lot lighter pressure and I lay off and even let them break. Cross hatching is very similar, except now I'm going to do multiple lines that over the top. So the key with these is that the closer they are and the thicker the mark, the darker they appear. Next one is stipple. So these are going to be a bunch of little dots. So the closer they are, the darker they appear. The heavier the mark, the darker it appears. Scumbling is like a figure 8. I just overlap those and let those break and fall apart. So now I'm going to show you how I'm going to use it on a form, like a sphere. So I have my light source on the top left. I kind of establish where my highlight is. I soften that line so it's a little bit lighter where the highlight is, and then I apply thick pressure, thick heavy pressure to the opposite side where the light can't reach and add a cast shadow. So I'm just going to continue to try that for the hatching as well as in the cross hatching. So thicker, heavier lines that overlap for cross hatching. And then they get lighter as I move towards light. So I'm going to do the light source on the opposite side now. So from the top right, so I still have my highlight in the right, and then thicker, closer dots in the bottom left corner. Then I do the same with my cast shadow unless it dissipates. And then the same thing with my scumbling. So I want you guys to try that. Good luck!